Hey, so we're gonna do a graduated haircut here. We're gonna try to get this done in lickety split. I'm guessing probably we'll be done in about 10 minutes here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a 6 graduated haircut. So I'm gonna start with my detachable here. I got my little 6 guard. And we're gonna take this 2 inches above the ear, parallel ear to ear. Now, you want to cut the hair with the grain. That way it comes out even. You want to go through and you want to be very thorough with this part. This is basically the base of the haircut. This is going to be controlling the pace of graduation that we do with our clipper comb afterwards. So there we go, we've got that 6 parallel ear to ear, about 2 inches above the ear. Now I'm going to take my 0A guard and my clipper comb, and we're going to connect that to the crown. Now what you're doing here basically is you're elevating the hair at the angle in which you want to create the blend. Right, so I generally like to elevate hair at about 90 degrees from where it lives in the scalp to create my shape. And then I cut, and then the hair falls and rests. You can see we're about 50% done with this haircut already, and it's only been 2.5 minutes. That little thing I do there where I flick my wrist with the clipper, that gets a lot of the hair debris off of the clipper, but nothing substitutes an air compressor. Also, you do not want to store your blades dirty, so it's a good time at this point to clean those before you store those back. Now I have my wet cutting shear in my hand, and I have a simple hair cutting comb. So what we're going to do here is we're going to elevate his hair. We're going to remove about a little under an inch because that's the amount of growth that he's had since his last haircut. Now, also, like with the sides and the clipper comb, I'm elevating at 90 degrees, and I'm going through and I'm making sure that I'm being very thorough. That way we don't have any unintentional texture. Unintentional texture takes the premium feeling out of the haircut. Now when you do this, you'll notice that you have a weight line here. How you counteract that is you elevate at 180 degrees to the left or to the right of the part. And then you cut here. Now we've gone through and we've created our shape. Now we're weight heavy forward still. So we're gonna comb all the hair forward, and we're gonna take that excessive weight out of the front there. So we're about 80% done with this haircut now. Now we're gonna go through with the edging. So the trimmer I have in my hand is a Sally's exclusive. It's called an Ion. It's a lot like a Babyliss Gold FX, but it doesn't have the same issues with snagging. It's also about $60 less, and in my opinion, has a more powerful motor. So you can see it moves hair very well. Now, I haven't tested a lot of trimmers on this, but with freehand fading, this is a trimmer that can get that done. You can fade with this trimmer freehand. And there's a very small list of trimmers that's possible to do with. Now, when cutting the hair behind the ear, you're going to want to cut the hair against the grain. Right, so now that we've got his edges done, I'm going to do some tapers. So clipper closed, clipper halfway, clipper open, right? And then a zero guard. Clipper closed, tap it, clipper open, tap it, rocking out, and then follow through, just like that. Follow through, rocking out until you connect it to that 6 in a smooth transition. There you go. And you have a very simple, very easy taper. We're at 7 minutes now. We're going through the same steps that we went through with the front, with the neck. Now, one of the major differences with the neck is that the direction of the hair, how it grows out of the follicle, kind of fans out, right? So we got it going down here, and we got it going to the left and to the right here. So you want to rock your clipper in the direction against the grain of the follicle pattern until you connect it to that 6. And again, we got a very clean freehand taper. There we go. Now we're going to do some minor quality of life improvements here. I'm going to go ahead and take my 0A and my clipper comb. And we're going to take a little weight out behind the ear. So I'm going to scoop into the ear and up like that. See how I lay up? And we're going to take the weight out of that as well, because that's one of the first places it gets heavy, and then the cut is kind of sunk, you know? So we're going to take the edge of this freehand taper and we're going to smooth that transition into the 6. Scooping behind the ear, take the weight out behind the ear, And then again, into that temple area. There. Now we're gonna take a look at his silhouette. And I like to just take a step back, put him in the mirror, look at the mirror, and look at his silhouette. And if I see any shape issues with the connection into the crown, I make the minor adjustments then. Making minor adjustments to flow of texture. And that's a very, very nice haircut for Ron here. We'll call that at 11 minutes. Ron, go and take a look.
Fast and sweet.
Do perfect, Mom.
You love it?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
As always.
Snip, snip.